The letter R is sacred to Ducati. Should a Ducati come with an R at the end of its title, you know you're in for something a little bit special. Ducati's iconic Monster has been around for an incredible 23 years, but we have never seen one like this. This is the all-new Monster 1200R, the most powerful, advanced, and downright badass Monster ever designed. And unlike previous generation Monsters, it's coming for a racetrack near you.
Day of riding this thing, it's completely different in feel to the 1200S. It's 15mm taller, which is probably the biggest difference in terms of how the thing handles. It feels much more agile, and funnily enough, the 1200S has a 190 rear tyre. This has got a 200. Yet this thing turns much more faster, and it's also a lot more stable. It's got great agility, this thing, and that's one of the big things that stands out when you're on the move on this bike. Ducati have worked really hard, the engineers have worked really hard with the shaping particularly of the back end. If you have a look around the back end of the bike, it's all very clean, very racy. They're aiming this kind of bike at the sort of, I suppose, fast canyon rider, the guy who likes to go for a few track days with his buddies and not have to worry too much about the comfort factor that you don't get on something like a Panigale R. Now, the engine itself has had a few mods. It's got larger throttle bodies, pistons have been slightly worked, it's also got a bit more compression as well. The engine actually feels like it revs a little bit freer. It doesn't feel quite as held back. That also might have something to do with the slightly different exhaust. You get these magical Öhlins, black Öhlins forks. I mean, like, Öhlins make great looking forks, but if you have a look at the black ones, there's something really tricky about it, something very special. So obviously you got Marchesini forged wheels there, which beautiful pieces of art wrapped around Pirelli's Diablo Supercorsa tyres. I would have liked to have seen a quick shifter on this bike, for considering that this bike is maybe sort of $4,000 or so more than something like the Aprilia. I would have liked to have seen a quick shifter on that. There's a couple of little things on it which I think the back of the seat, the seat cover for the seat, could use a little bit better security because it is only a single seat. Like, if you have a look at it, it's still a one-piece seat, even though two people can actually sit on it. So it's not a divided seat. So I think that casing on the back, it's only held in by a couple of little clips. They could have done a little bit better with that. Ducati have worked real hard to keep that Monster tank. I mean, that tank that's what defines a Monster. If you go back through all the years of Ducati Monsters, they've all got that same kind of feel, that same kind of tank design, and that was imperative for the designers to try and make sure that they kept it to keep that lineage going between the bikes that started back in 1992. So yeah, it's a fantastic design. It's a great engine. You get really top componentry with it. Would have liked, as I say, a quick shifter and a couple of little nuances there, but things like the levers here, I mean, levers are lovely. Like, they've got a really nice machine feel. You also get a Öhlins steering damper as well. That's a first on a Monster as well. So there are definitely a few firsts with that. But yeah, it is a fantastic bike. We haven't ridden it yet on the street, but we will do so, and let you know all about it when we do. But right for now, I think I might go and have myself a glass of Spanish Red and enjoy the rest of the day. But it's been a lovely day on the Ducati Monster 1200R.